Please do not mind my lamp. It's for me studying at night. But yes. Hi, in today's video, I interviewed international student from KAIST, and her name is Zosia. She's actually a third-year student, making her a junior. Plus, Zosia has her own YouTube channel where she uploads videos on her KAIST life. So if you're interested in that, you can check her YouTube channel and the links are in the description box. If you're interested in this video, please don't forget to put thumbs up. That's how you can show me your support and that's how I can know that this video was interesting. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you didn't do it yet. And turn on your bell notification so you won't miss my new videos such as this. But let's jump into this video.
My name is Zosia. I'm 21 and I'm from Poland. I'm a third-year student at KAIST and I study computer science and industrial design. As I was applying to universities, I heard a lot of my friends went to like UK or US. I wanted to explore my options, so I just looked at the ranking and I thought I don't have to go to English-speaking country. So at first, I heard also about good universities in Europe, like Germany or something like this, but I thought how about other countries, because I heard there are universities like New York University in Singapore, things like this. So I thought maybe there are some English-speaking universities in Asia. So I found KAIST and they gave scholarship, and honestly that was the best option among all of options I saw online, financially and also the quality wise. So I thought it's really great to apply. Yeah, I think it's the best year because you can study things you already like, because you finish all the basic studies in the first year and then the basic introduction to your major in the second year. And in third year, you can choose things you want to study and you don't have the responsibility of planning your life like the seniors have. I think it's the best year, but yeah. I'm not sure. I think it seemed very formal. So, for example, when I had interview with KAIST before I got accepted, it was really I came to the meeting and all the people were very serious and I was so scared. I didn't expect that. And when I came to KAIST, also people like that the staff seemed really serious and always, I don't know, professional. So yeah, that was kind of interesting. But after some time, I realized that's not always the case. It's just the first impression that they seem more professional than I would expect. But it doesn't mean they're unfriendly or something like this. It's just kind of, yeah.
How about Korea when you just arrived?
It was a bit scary, but yeah, I think I didn't really have many expectations. People were nicer than I expected, because I hear a lot of things like Koreans are not gonna help you because they will be scared to approach you. But in my first year, I had a lot of nice experiences. So I don't know, I was walking back to the dorm without an umbrella and somebody approached me let's go together. So yeah, so it was really nice. And even when I arrived in the airport, I was lost for 2 hours finding my way to the bus because it was really hard. And I was shy to ask anyone. But after I found the bus, there were actually other people from KAIST, and they saw an international going to Daejeon, so they connected facts and they asked me if I'm going to KAIST. And they were like, let's go get taxi together. So it people, they were actually international students, but still it was people were nicer than I expected. You're in a new country for the first time in your life and you don't expect people to help you like this. So that was nice. Definitely not. Definitely different. I think the first thing is I don't think they study enough in the dramas. They always don't show people who study hard, or even if they show that it's not hard enough. Yeah.
So basically the reality is harsh.
Yes.
How about romantic stuff? Because I don't watch K-drama, but once I watch, it's all about the love stuff. So
yeah,
how about that part?
It's way over the. No, it's very very not close to reality. Yeah,
oh
I think it's just it's to fulfill the romantic desires of the watching people, but yeah, it's far from reality.
Yeah.
I this question is hard because I was kind of living the moment when I was going to Korea, just not thinking about expectations, just wanna try it out. But I think that I expected KAIST to be really heavy load, and I expected it to be hard in terms of studying, but maybe in different way that it actually is. So I cannot really explain it, but I think it was different. The reality of studying, it was different. So it is hard, but in the way that I kind of thought that even when you study, let's say, for me, it's chemistry. I'm not interested in chemistry, but I had to study it. So I thought it will be a bit easier, like for me to just kind of say, I'm not interested in it. I'm not going to study much. I'm sorry, but I'm going to study other subjects. But it was not that easy because everyone, even if they didn't like chemistry, they studied hard. So I also had to study hard, even though I don't like it and I don't want to. So I'm kind of used to, like, if you don't like something, you just do the bare minimum, but the bare minimum in KAIST is much higher. I thought KAIST would be more like university, but it's not exactly university because it's a research institute. So I expected more of like going to classes, having discussions with professor, but that's not the case really, because actually many classes are not discussions. They're just basically you go and listen, and professors are mostly like researchers, so their priority is research. So I thought that I will study more, but actually KAIST is more about research, and it gives you opportunity to research. For example, go to a laboratory and do your own research, but the classes are a bit different from like university type of university. KAIST is not a university in theory, so yeah, that was kind of different. Yeah. I think sometimes people come to KAIST and expect it to be, just asking questions to professors, which you can do, of course, but seems like most people just come to listen to lecture, and the research part is more important. Yeah. Actually, we had some discussion-based classes, like from humanity classes.
Yeah.
And it's so different. Like it's completely different experience. And I'm like, wow, it's actually a good way, but yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
So
yeah,
fast.
Yeah, KAIST was my first choice, and yeah, actually, like the other things that I wanted to do while studying is learn a new language and experience something new that I will not be able to experience when I'm older, like moving to another continent. So yeah, I think so, and I'm satisfied with KAIST. I learned a new, experience a lot of new things. Like I wouldn't be able to do research or meet so many new people. It's really amazing. Yeah. I like to study in cafe, or like in KAIST there are like different rooms or places you can go and kind of study by yourself. So yeah, or library also is cool. Yeah. Yes, actually, yeah. In my first semester, I went to like stress clinic, which is a part of the KAIST clinic, and yeah, they have like couple of the psychotherapists. So yeah, I went there and yeah, received treatment for like a year, I think. Yeah.
Was it actually helpful?
Half yes, half no, because I think it is really hard to receive a good treatment as an international person in Korea because of cultural differences. So how to say, I got better, definitely. But I don't think it's quite easy for a Korean doctor to understand a foreigner when they try to treat them. So I didn't feel like that part was working out. Yeah.
Was it like given medication stuff or just consultation? Oh,
it was kind of both. So the medications helped for sure, but the consultation was a bit half. Yeah. I think the competitiveness of students. I think because people, I mean, there always will be people who want good grades, but seems like everyone has to try so hard to get a good grade. Like even when you want to get a good grade, you are not allowed to have any bad moment in your semester to get a good grade. You have to be always on your best, and that's really hard. If people didn't stress out about grades that much, I think it would be more enjoyable. I think it's less vivid than you would expect it to be. maybe not. Maybe people expect it to be that social scene. So like from the private perspective, usually people are really busy. So when you want to hang out with your friends, you should tell them like week in advance. You have to schedule with them. So it's kind of funny when I think about it. Like you cannot just say, oh, let's go now to grab a dinner or let's go to cafe. No, you have to tell them a couple of days in advance so they can schedule it with their assignments. But from the more general side, like there are festivals at KAIST, and I think that's one of the best moments of the semester when there are like festivals and people gather together. And of course, because of COVID, it's a bit harder, but we had a festival this semester, half offline, half online. So it was really fun. And you could see people enjoy together and sing. And I feel like this is like the best moment for relieving the stress after midterms. So yeah.
Great.
There is some fun, but it's very, very limited, I would say.
So you're still online, right?
Yeah.
Wow. So you studied from
For 2
dorm?
years. Yeah.
3 years?
2 years of online.
Oh, I mean, from one side, I think it's good because KAIST is huge and you're running to your lectures.
Yeah. Yeah.
But from one side, I think people sleep a lot.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Firstly, I would think it's a good advice to consider the thing I said. KAIST is not a university. KAIST is a research institute. So think about what you expect from KAIST, and do you want to try the researcher path, or you just want to get knowledge? Because KAIST is more about like the execution part of the science, about laboratory and trying experiments. And it's great. But if you are not exactly research oriented, it can be a bit hard sometimes. So I also didn't realize this difference before between the science institute and like the normal university, but I think it is visible in KAIST from the undergraduate stage. So yeah, other thing would be like, I see a lot of people worry about their grades. Like they think like if they don't have perfect grade, they wouldn't get into KAIST. But KAIST has some weird way of admitting people. I don't really know how they admit people. I don't know how they admitted me, but I think they look at the overall application. So instead of just saying like you want to get a perfect score, just try to shape your whole application and think of what you want them to show. You don't want them just show some numbers because they don't care about numbers. I mean, you're not a number, you're a person. So they want to see your passion and so on. It's good to have some skill in time management and prepare yourself for studying a lot. So especially studying things you might not like. And I think that's kind of the thing people are not prepared for in KAIST, maybe. That not everything is going to be fun. And I think that's kind of normal.
I actually got one extra question because you said earlier that you had interview, and usually like kind of as I know, like usually most international students, they don't get interview because Koreans get most of the time. So like I want to ask like, what was your interview about and why did they actually interview you?
I don't know why they interview me. I know people try to crack the code for the interview, but there is no pattern, clear one. The interview is like 15 minutes and there are like around 4 calculus questions, but maybe not like math questions. And one question, like personal one. I got question like, why do you want to study so far away from your home? Yeah.
Wow, that's such an interesting question.
The interviewers were so serious. I just went crying in the toilet after the interview.
Yeah, their face is like, you know, kind of, you're not gonna get admitted.
Yeah.
Oh my god. So were the math questions easy or no?
I would say I think they were a bit difficult, especially because you had like 12 minutes to solve them, 4 questions. So, but in my year, I think people solved like 2 or 3 out of 4 questions and got admitted. Yeah. So I think they just want to see how communicative are you and your way of solving, and just showing them what you did. Yeah.
The interview is like completely random, right? You did not expect the interview. Oh.
Yeah.
Ah. Ah.
Actually, another thing is they don't even tell you if your answer is correct. So,
oh, really?
Yeah, so you just tell them what you think you're doing and what's the answer or your way of thinking. They're like, okay, next question, or
wow.
You decide by yourself.
Wow.
I would say how to look by myself, how to research by myself, which was very difficult. And another thing would be first for time management. I had a poor skill in that, and I love to do things last minute. It's just, I don't know, more enjoyable, but somehow even someone like me who just does everything last minute, somehow I started doing things earlier because I just have to get some rhythm to solve my homeworks and get everything on time. And the third thing would be how to study things even when you don't like it, or how to kind of put the I think my mentality really grew in KAIST. I didn't expect it, but I kind of learned just to solve things and don't give up and just get through something, even like calculate how to do something maximum result, without having even the skill to get the maximum result, but just getting through the assignment.
I think I'm like you. I do everything last minute, and I didn't change.
I did. I was in one lab and I wrote a paper that I published. I'm really proud of it. It was in my second year, so like the first semester, so it was really early, so I was really glad about it. I also had my internship in Google, and I am currently in a new lab, so that's another thing. Hopefully more achievements.
What paper did you write? Computer-based?
Computer science based paper about like correlation between like the weather and how people where people go during the different weather, kind of mobility of humans during different weather. Sorry, it's complicated.
It is complicated too. I did one lab in KAIST, and it's like the title is like this huge, and I still can't remember it. It's too big. So
I think when you come up with the title, you just try to put smart words instead.
Yes.
I don't even remember the title.
It's like Cambridge Dictionary. Okay.
I travel a lot. I try to travel in like weekends or holiday. Also exploring coffee shops. There's a lot of coffee shops in Korea, and all of them are so cute. So I think there's like a lot of events you can try to explore in like even in Daejeon, which is a bit boring city, but it's really good to have a bike. There's a lot of places you can go by bike, and there is bike roads in Daejeon, so it's really fun to just bike somewhere or explore.
So far, like, where did you travel, like, throughout Korea?
I only went to Seoul and Busan, but I went to Seoul many times. I want to explore more, but I didn't really have time, especially during the COVID era.
Did you like Busan?
Yeah, it's really great. I like Seoul as a traveling place, but it's not exactly the vibe I like. Busan was much more fun for me. And the sea.
True.
I remember my first year was really hard because of the finances. The scholarship is enough for a very, very basic life. It's kind of hard to live from the scholarship only, but it is possible. But it's just, I think the mistake I made is I didn't realize that struggling with finances would affect my mental health. So it actually made me really stressed. So I think if you want to go to KAIST, and I do not recommend trying to cut your finances as much as you can. I think it's important for you to eat enough while you're studying, and like put your finances on a slightly, try to not spare too much, because it will make you too stressed to study and it will really affect you. But yeah, after the first year, which was really the hardest, you can join a lab or like try doing experiments on the campus, and you can earn, like, for experiment it's usually like 10,000 won, which is like small pocket money you can do and get. But I don't think the scholarship is full enough, and I hope KAIST will increase it. But yeah, so as I said, it's really good to join a lab, and yeah, I'm in a lab now, so yeah.
So you're kind of an assistant in lab, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so you don't work like outside of KAIST?
Yeah, outside of KAIST, I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you actually like think to work, like have part-time outside?
I thought about it, but it's a bit hard. I know some people do, but it's probably dependent on the Korean skill. And
yeah. I think like that's the one regret that all international students have, like the ones that they don't know Korean.
Yeah, I think people who actually work, they are either from KSA or they've known Korean before. So
I am from KSA, I don't know Korean, so it's normal.
So my Google internship was 12 weeks long. Yeah.
Is it like paid internship or like free internship?
Yeah, paid.
Oh, nice. How did was the process easy or hard, like to get the internship?
I think it really depends on luck. Because I mean, honestly, like when you apply for a job, the hardest part is to get your CV through the screening, right? So I mean, it's because they usually look at your CV for like 5 seconds and they go later. So I think going through the CV screening is the hardest, and it depends on, I don't know. I don't really know, eye-catching CV. I don't really know. It's hard, and after that, it's slightly easier because all you have to do is like show your skills from solving some questions from this computer science things. So it's a bit easier for me, honestly. I know a lot of smart people who cannot get their CV through, and I don't know how it works.
Yeah, the luck. Can I know your zodiac sign? Are you like fire sign?
Yes.
Can I guess?
Yes.
It's either Sagittarius or maybe Gemini.
Sagittarius.
See, when you said the luck, it's all about Sagittarius. It's like,
wow,
all Sagittarius, they're lucky. I mean,
thank you.
It's like,
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have any other scholarship. I'm also not a good student. So here goes my luck. But yeah, I live from the month to the month, like just surviving. So I try to like handle if I have some, like, you know, I know, for example, I will have to buy something more expensive in the next month. So I try to buy it like at the beginning of the month and like plan in advance what's my priority, like what do I lack. Like, I don't know, I don't have a more expensive like the washing powder or something like this. So I have to know in advance what is the most lacking thing that I don't have. And yeah, buy it like in the order. And also I try to kind of in the week I eat in the campus. I try to spare money on that, and then on the weekend eventually I would go out and pay more for a meal because in campus meals are a bit cheaper. And another thing is probably trying to go to different events at campus where they give food and so on. So, yeah. Actually, there's a lot of like events when they give you food, especially like during midterms or finals. I would say 8.
Oh,
honestly, it is hard. It is hard, and yeah, as I said before, I knew it is gonna be hard, but I didn't know how hard. And it was like, you know, it's gonna be hard, but you cannot imagine it. Like you cannot really prepare for it. And yeah, I was a bit lazy before KAIST. Just had a hard time in high school. So coming here, yeah, it was hard. And yeah, it's not something you can prepare for, but it's just, if you know it, it's gonna be easier. Yeah.
It's like you expected that it's hard, but then reality is like harder than you expected.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think it really expects you to be a bit grown up and manage your life, and it's a hard thing to do, and it was difficult. For no reason in particular, I thought about the feels from Twice. I don't know. It's just on a good day, KAIST on a good day. It's
Twice the K-pop band.
Yeah. On the worst days, I would say, I don't know how to pronounce it. Rat, by Penelope Scott. It's kind of like on the worst days when I hate computer science. It's just like, should I drop it all and just that I would say those two songs mostly. Just try to chill. I don't know. It's more important to enjoy yourself and think about what you truly want and show your personality. It's important to have personality. And
thank you for this interview. Thank you so much for joining me. And see you next.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. You too.
That's all for this video. All the contacts of Zosia will be in the description box. If you have any other questions that you want me to ask international students, you can leave them in the comment section. And if you have any other suggestions, feel free to leave them down there. They're always welcomed. But that's all. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to put thumbs up. That's how you can show me your support, and that's how I can know that this video was informative and helpful. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you didn't do it yet, and turn on your bell notifications so you won't miss my weekly videos. Thank you, and see you in the next video next week. Ciao.